The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good evening and thank you for sharing part of your night with us here for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Kevon Dupree. Ben Dennis has the night off. New tonight, crews rescued multiple people from a creek in Arlington after their car was swept into rushing water. Officials say a car tried driving over a bridge with running water over it in Lubber Road Run Park. Officials say that was when the car was swept into a nearby creek. 5 people were rescued and no one was hurt. Arlington authorities are warning drivers not to attempt cross moving water in a social media post. And now we want to get a check of the weather. For that, let's bring in meteorologist Scott Sumner. And Scott, we had yet another hot, humid summer day here in the DMV.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. And we're going to continue that for the remainder of the evening going into tomorrow here. And as far as temperatures are concerned, we're looking at 83 degrees, mostly cloudy skies being seen outside. The Ferris wheel there in the background, the National Harbor. And as far as the heat indices here around the district, it still feels like it's around 90 degrees at 9:02 in the evening. Waldorf at 90, Annapolis at 88, Westminster at 85, Hagerstown 84, Martinsburg 82, and Culpeper coming in at 81 degrees. The feels like planner, as noted here, is going to stay mild here throughout the next, 12 hours or so, and going in towards your early morning on Sunday, we're looking only at upper 70s. That's about all we can do as far as lower heat indices. Now, as far as tomorrow concerned during the afternoon, that heat's going to build in and produce some thunderstorms. So we're under a marginal risk of seeing storms tomorrow. I'll talk about what aspects we'll be looking at as far as threats for tomorrow. But overnight fog, where we saw some heavy rain today, will be seen tonight. More storms on Sunday, like I just mentioned. Blazing midweek heat and cooler, less humid on Friday. We'll break it down for you on that 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit. Keep on.
Scott, thank you very much. You can stay on top of the quickly changing conditions by going to our weather page at dcnewsnow.com/weather. There you'll find current temperatures, the live radar, and our weather cameras so you can see what it looks like across the DMV. New tonight, an investigation is underway after a man was found shot to death along a Laurel Road. The man was found last night just before 10:30 on Laurel Bowie Road. Officials with the Prince George's County Police say he died at the scene. Police have not released his name as they continue their investigation. All westbound lanes were closed on I-695 in D.C. after a man was ejected from his vehicle during a crash this morning. Officials say the crash happened right before 10:20 a.m. near Exit 2 in M Street Southeast. The man who was thrown from his vehicle has critical injuries and was flown to a trauma center for treatment. 4 people were taken to the hospital after a car struck a parked D.C. police cruiser in Southeast on Friday. According to officials, the crash happened right before 10 p.m. on Benning Road. The crash injured 2 MPD officers who were sitting inside the cruiser and 2 people who were in the vehicle that hit the cruiser. We're told all 4 people have non-life-threatening injuries. Staying in Sterling, a community blood drive was held today to help combat the ongoing blood shortage in the region. According to organizers, blood supplies are critically low and donations are urgently needed. New Heaven, New Earth Church partnered and helped host the event to welcome up to 100 donors. They say it's vital for them to engage in the community and lend a helping hand.
There's a lot of accidents that happen with car crashes, people with medical needs, people with diagnoses that need blood. And so as a result, the best way to address that is by helping communities come together.
Now, New Heaven, New Earth says they had over 200 volunteers help conduct the event. Some good news for Metro riders. WMATA is wrapping up summer construction on the Blue Line. Franconia, Springfield, and Van Dorn Metro stations will reopen tomorrow. Crews updated the train control signaling system, rails, and lighting. It's aimed to make Metro safer and more reliable. WMATA will start construction on the southern end of the Green Line. That begins on August 2nd and goes through August 31st. Now to the Washington Commanders' potential move back to the district, blocks from the old RFK site where a new stadium could be built. Signs like this are popping up. The team and city leaders announcing a tentative deal with the first vote next week. The $4 billion project is set to bring $949 million in tax revenue and investment to D.C. and includes a roof stadium with 65,000 seats, plus 6,000 residential units, as well as parking, retail, and green space. But not everyone is thrilled about having the Commanders as neighbors. People living in Ward 7 are preparing remarks for City Council ahead of two crucial votes needed to get the proposal over the goal line.
From pomp and circumstance.
So when I gave the council the deal, we were on the 1 yard line. Now we on a half-yard line.
To community consideration. At Tabernacle Baptist Church in the Burrville neighborhood of Northeast, residents are learning more about the latest deal to bring the Commanders back to town, but also to write testimonies about how they hope Ward 7 will benefit.
Whilst many people feel it's a done deal, but we should get something out of it, you know, and as I understand now that we're not getting very much to community in terms of benefits.
And it had almost
Event organizer Olivia Buckley with the Washington Interfaith Network saying they're for the team to come back, but hope council will make tweaks to the deal to improve quality of life. Buckley's helping people prepare their remarks for council.
And to get pointers on how to do that so that they feel confident in front of the council if they're doing it in person, or to be able to write something that they feel proud of.
In the deal announced Thursday, D.C. is reportedly expected to receive up to $949 million in tax revenue and other support, including taxes from parking, merchandise, food, and beverages. The Commanders will also commit to fund $50 million in community benefits. In return, D.C. will pay around $1 billion in infrastructure and other costs. While some council members have enthusiastically supported the deal, including Wendell Felder here in Ward 7, others aren't as supportive. But for now,
before I even bought my home 8 years,
residents prepare for what they hope to gain if the team returns.
Now, D.C. Council is hosting two public hearings next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then the first vote is Friday. The second vote is scheduled for September 17th. A former Loudoun County propane tank technician could get several years in prison when he's sentenced in the fall. Jurors convicted Roger Bentley earlier this week for his role in the February 2024 house explosion that claimed the life of Sterling volunteer firefighter Trevor Brown. There have been several tributes since then to the firefighter. DC News Now's Dave Lavelle shows us the newest one.
The park stands here at the corner of Silver Ridge Drive and Seneca Ridge Drive in Sterling, Virginia. But it's not your typical park.
Those big white flowers, they're really pretty.
Little Nina Johnson and Len Jenkins get their first look at the new park that honors Trevor Brown, the Sterling volunteer firefighter killed in the February 16th, 2024 house explosion that took place on this site.
I thought it was beautiful.
The Memorial Park opened Saturday morning. It includes paths for people to walk, benches where you can sit and reflect on what happened. Plus, a plaque with Brown's information sits on a rock that marks the exact spot where he lost his life.
I think it's an amazing example of how a community can come together when something bad happens and turn it into something good.
Volunteers raised the more than $30,000 needed to get the park built by K&H Landscaping and Ground Maintenance. The company's owner said he's proud to have completed the project on time.
We needed to build something for Trevor that would be here forever, and this will be here forever.
Loudoun County jurors convicted former propane tank technician Roger Bentley on Monday on charges related to the explosion. While neighbors support the park, one Sterling firefighter said he'd rather see a new house built on the property, as the park serves as a daily reminder of the life lost. Roger Bentley could spend up to 10 years in prison when he's sentenced November 6th. In Sterling, Virginia, Dave Lavelle, DC News Now.